of the theory-based approach using the theory-based inference applet. All right, so I want you to all use this sheet, okay? This sheet just summarizes for both one proportion and one mean, all the different considerations, how to write your hypothesis test, what the validity conditions are, what to enter into the applet, okay? So let's go to the example. This one says you wish to test the following hypothesis, all right? The null hypothesis, my alternative hypothesis, pi equals 0.39, pi is greater than 0.39. We obtain a sample of size n equals 452. We have 202 successful observations. So our number of success is equal to 202 out of a total sample of 452. That means my number of failure is equal to 250. So when I add those up together, 202 plus 250, I get 452, which is my sample size. All right, it says use a theory-based approach, not simulation. It wants to know the standardized statistic, okay? And it wants the p-value from the theory-based approach. All right, so if you didn't immediately know what type of problem this is it categorical or quantitative? Well, we have a pi, so that means it's categorical. I want you to get into the habit of checking the validity criteria. So we have categorical data. If you look at the first sheet here, then because we're dealing with categorical, you'll be able to find the validity conditions right here. I have them summarized here as well. Proportion of success equals number of success divided by sample size. Okay, we need to have at least 10 successes and 10 failures. All right, we have 202 successes, 252 failures. Yes, we met this. That's just a double check. Okay, and it told us to use the theory-based applet. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to open up Rossmann Chance. I'm going to click on the applets. I'm going to go all the way down here to theory-based inference. And because I'm dealing with one proportion, okay, pi, I'm going to enter my data in here. My sample size is n equal 452. My count, this box here wants the number of successes, 202. And then I'm going to put in my p hat. So that is 202, and it calculated us out of 452. Okay. Then I'm going to do a test of significance. Here's where I'm going to put in my null hypothesis. My null was pi equals 0.39. And then I want to make sure that this sign right here is the same as my alternative hypothesis. Let's go back a second. My alternative hypothesis is greater than 0.39. That's what I need to enter. Right now the default was less than. It's going to toggle through. That's immediately going to give me what I need here. Right down here. Calculates it for us. So if I take this, okay, it's going to calculate my z-score and my p-value. Let's go back. Okay, so my standardized statistic, that is the same thing as my z-score, and my p-value is 0.0066. All right, my p-value is 0.0066. It wants it to 4 decimal places, so I want to include all of those. And my standardized statistic, that's the same thing as saying my z-score, okay? My z-score is 2.48. That's it.